think we might just have it. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. You're welcome to, Brown Dwarf. I don't do that sort of thing. Not because it's not legal, just because it's not my bag, man. I was, however, cracking a beer. What's going on here? I thought I had it. Where's my chat? Oh, there you are. You got yours ready. That's cool, man. I mean, I've done that quite a bit in my life, and I've, done some vaping and things like that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I just get paranoid and hungry. So yeah, Adventure Monty's in the house. What's up, guys? Rodney, how are you? Get this camera right. One of these days, this will be a very mediocre live show. I'll tell you what. Since we're on the subject, when I was much younger, I made the mistake of smoking some K2 because you could just get it at the gas station and it didn't have any THC in it. It was just basically tea leaves with some sort of chemical. And I was fine. I did like 2 or 3 bags. I was fine. It was great. Smelled like it, tasted like it, same effect and everything. One day, for no apparent reason, whatever, I did like I always did and took a hit of it, and it absolutely put me in a different world. Not like DMT or anything like that, but like it just, I sat there feeling weird and nauseous and just kind of sick, and then um, yeah, eventually I think I ended up throwing up that night and going to bed, and that was the end of that. Never touched that stuff ever again. Ah, sorry, I'm in. I don't speak your beautiful language. Ah, there's a lot of people right off the jump here tonight, huh? I would imagine Kathy will be here momentarily. Hopefully Tommy Boy drops by. I got a little something to say to that guy. Hey, speak of the devil, there he is. Hey, Tommy, you can't even see that, can you? Hold on, I can fix it. I have no idea how this is showing up on camera. Can you see that? I I was standing in this little convenience store the other day, and I turned around and I was like, "Oh shit, there it is!" It's like RC Cola. So I got one bottle of it, and I'm gonna try it here tonight. I also got a bottle of Jim Beam. That's neither here nor there, but right, exactly, Monty. Tommy Boy told me about it. He was like, "Oh yeah," because I drink my whiskey with Sprite usually, maybe Coke. I like cranberry too, and he was like, "Oh man, I drink it with RC Cola." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Is that still even like a thing?" I remember it from when I was a kid, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, less sugar than Coke and whatever. So I was like, "All right, man." I was like, "If I can find it, I'll try it." And lo and behold, I was at the Unisa. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Hello. Yeah, lo and behold, I turned around at the little neighborhood market the other day, and there it was, right next to the sun-kissed orange soda and the cream ale. There's some little company out there that Tommy's keeping in business. What's up, Chris? How are you? All right, I'm gonna dive in right now. I just poured a drink. Tommy, you're on guard duty. I don't have my account up right now, so if shit gets crazy. We are going to be looking at some Bigfoot pictures tonight. Having a drink, looking at Bigfoot pictures. Maybe some memes. Anything weird. Okay, okay. Okay, so, that's a pretty good drink. I'll give you that. What you got going for you there, kid, is that I've never really met a whiskey drink that I didn't like. But that being said, yeah, man, smoke them if you got them. That being said, that's a good drink. I like that. And you might be right. Maybe it might have less sugar, less kind of film on the tongue sort of thing. I don't know. It's different, but not in a bad way. I was just talking to Monty. I was just talking to my girl, like maybe yesterday, about Trailer Park Boys. She always pulls up, and she's got this music going. And I was like, "You sound like Cyrus from Trailer Park Boys." Always, fuck off. I got work to do. But he's always got that same song. We still have that video of that baby Bigfoot. I mean, it's still on the channel, Chris. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, it's definitely still on the channel. You talking about the little Bigfoot that was in I don't know, Middle East, somewhere. Like, I don't know, Serbia, maybe Russia. But yeah, you got to dig back about I don't know, a year or so on the channel videos, and it's there. I don't take. I did actually. I can't say that. I was gonna say I don't take anything down. That's not true. When YouTube started busting my balls about reused content, there was things I had to take down. I love Trailer Park Boys. I remember I started watching it on my laptop. Like, God, I don't even know, man. 2004, 2005 maybe, 2004, 2005, back like no one had ever heard of it. And then fast forward 10 years, they're on Netflix, you know, but God, that is a truly funny show. Oh, side note, Monty, I saw it live. They have Trailer Park Boys have a live show, and it was Julian, Ricky, and Bubbles just doing a live show, and it was great. It was a great show. Yeah, I bet Coke has a lot more citric acid in it than this. This is real. It's kind of smooth. It's not really acidic. I like it. Kathy, if you're coming in late, you miss. I tried Tommy Boy's drink, whiskey and RC cola. So we're kind of talking about that. A couple weeks ago, I tried Kathy's drink, which was Bud Light and Mountain Dew, which was interesting. It's good. It literally, I mean, it tastes like whiskey, and it has less acidity than Coke, less sugar than Coke. It's a little smoother. It's pretty good. I like it. Yeah, Monty, he did a live rendition of Liquor and Whores. That was great. Absolutely great show. Sorry if y'all aren't privy to that, but if you know, you know. You say when you start drinking, are you planning on it? You're like, one of these days, husband's gonna push me too far and I'm gonna start drinking. So like Santa Claus. You know, we were talking about various places I go. I don't know if you guys even realize this, but back on the old Facebook, when I would go to a bar that had a true mixologist that I could start a conversation with, I had all these drinks that I wanted them to make a recipe for. So like if I knew a bartender, I'd be like, hey, you know, I have this concept of this drink and it's called a wet Yeti. You know, and I tell them maybe a little 3 or 4 sentence story about it, and I say, you know, make me a drink. And that happened a few times, and I had a little list going. So I was at the ice cream shop the other day, and they are also Bigfoot enthusiasts. And I was like, we were talking about it. We're like, what would be a Bigfoot ice cream? I told them that. I was like, you should make a Bigfoot ice cream, like, you know, have a special. And oh man, we were throwing them out there. Like, it has to be like dark chocolate. It has to be like maybe with caramel swirl, something chocolate chips, like something rich. Well, if I'm ever up in Milwaukee, bro, I will. I'll give you a call. So I have to play OIC. Oh, he had surgery, a full shoulder. Ooh, sorry to hear that, man. Ugh. Sorry for you too. That sucks. I hope it gets better. I really do. Parasales. I don't know what that means. Hey, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, man. Real supportive dude. I like him. Stinky cheese, man. Oh my god. Yeah, you might be onto something there. You got to put those like chocolate sprinkles in there, though, you know, for texture. Maybe some nuts. I don't know. Yeah, this picture's wild, Kathy. I think this is the second time we've shown it, actually, but it was in last week's video again. It just cycled back around. It was too good to pass up. I'm like, if that's not a freaking Sasquatch, I don't know what it is, dude. But I think it's supposed to be a Yowie. It's supposed to be Australian. I think you gotta like just crumble like dark chocolate on the top. Like it's gotta be like chips or chunks or something. Got to be kind of chewy, you know, maybe hard to eat. He does look like he's maybe laughing or something, or maybe he's about to snarl, or it's hard to tell. So Kathy, you saw that thing that was going around Halloween, and it was from some sort of like authority almost. Maybe not an authority, but like say, you know, like a park. It was like Matanzas State Park or some shit like that, which is north of us. But they were claiming that that picture was taken on a trail cam at 2 o'clock in the morning on Halloween, you know, All Hallows Eve. And I was like, that is such bullshit. And unless someone lied to them, which is totally possible, I mean, we know that's not true. That picture, we sat here and debated that picture like, what, 3 lives ago? 3 or 4 maybe? It's, you know, at least a couple months old. I'm not sure why that chapped my ass so much. I was like, man, that's bullshit though. But I guess, like I said, it's very possible that they themselves were tricked. Dennis Herstad here. A little weird picture. I'm not really sure what to make out of this one, but it looks cool enough. I almost want to say like I see a nose here. Maybe some deep set eyes right there, and then of course the whole head up there. I could be wrong about that, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's totally old news. I was like, it's ridiculous, man. Why are you posting that shit? I felt like it was a Halloween thing though. Like, I don't know, some sort of Halloween dealie. So let me tell you guys about the special like treat, right? Because it's not really, maybe not that special, but anyway. So this is what I want to do. Sometimes these live shows, man, they go on way too long. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Like, and it's not anyone's fault but my own, because I could pull the plug at any time. But you know, we'll be here for 2.5 hours, and then Wiley will come in, and then bam, there's another hour. You know, and so I got to get more on a schedule, and I'm thinking like we're gonna do like 7 to 9:30, you know, or 7 to 9, 7 to 9:30, something like that, just a couple hours. And then what I would like to do, and that's anyone that's still in the room, anyone that's hanging on, that's really interested, that wants to sort of get involved with this, I'm gonna switch channels, and I'm gonna invite everybody to join me at Cryptic Input Live. This is going to be our first live show ever. And I'm going to read a story live. And of course, you guys know, if you've been to the channel at all, the stories are only like 5 or 6 minutes at most. They're not long at all. So it's just a matter of hopping over there. Anyone that wants to follow, you follow. We'll read the story live. And of course, that comes with its own hiccups of stammering and you know, whatever else comes along with it, you know, screwing up the words and stuff. Hour 3 is when it gets weird. You're absolutely right, dude. It totally gets off the hinges after 10 o'clock, so we don't want to do that anymore. But yeah, so if you guys are around at the end of the show and you feel like you want to hop over and join me, I think that would be cool. And then, like I said, we'll do our first live. And then the story that I'm going to do tonight, I will then turn around and do an edited version of it with the pictures and, you know, everything else. So it's just sort of a, I don't know, sneak peek sort of thing. I honestly, I think how this come about was that, I mean, this channel was already taking off in its own way, but when we started doing live shows, we probably we shot from 6,000 to 8,000 subs within a few months. Just skyrocketed. So being that I would like to bring some awareness to the other channel, I feel like this might be a good way, and we'll give it a shot. And then again, it might just be 3 of us sitting in the room, and I'll tell you the damn story anyway. So but But I have come to the realization though a while ago. I was like, even if that other channel uh, got bigger and was ready for monetization, I don't feel that there's any way that channel would ever be monetized. I've had videos restricted because I'm not that guy that says that somebody got unalived or, screwing up my words just so I don't get reported. So I say the word that needs to be said. And people get like real offended and bent out of shape about it. So I don't feel that I could ever monetize that channel. So the idea would be more like a Mr. Ballin type situation where you get a sponsor, and you don't really care anymore about Google's little Google AdSense, the money that they put on your videos. But anyway, I'm ranting, but that's the dream. So we'll see how that goes this evening. Yeah, kinda. I'll tell you something, guys. I laugh at this meme. I know it's a little out of screen. You can't quite see it, but anyway, it says orcas figuring out that they can just rip yachts apart from below, and then the girl in the picture is billionaires. This shit makes me laugh so much. Just the way he's staring at her. And the look on her face, too. I'm sure this comes from some television show that I don't ever watch, but... Hey, a different mindset's not always a bad thing, bro. I might be in a different mindset myself, but I'm trying to behave myself tonight because, I don't want to, drink this whole bottle here, which is a little bottle, by the way. But anyway, I don't want to drink that bottle and then have to go read a live show and be like, all right, guys, here we go. Jessica Jones, really? Never heard of it. I don't watch much TV though, so like if I'm watching TV, it's usually YouTube, horror movies with my girl, or live sports, which is generally just NFL, really. But if I watch a series, it's something that her and I have decided on. Like we're gonna hunker down and watch this series, which is anything from Fargo to Ozarks. We're on Lincoln Lawyer right now, which is fantastic. Oh, Goliath, that was great. Billy Bob Thornton is the man. Marvel, does that make it like a superhero type show? Eric James on this one. Look at that. That big fat head. I love it. He's got like a mustache going on too. That's awesome, Tommy. Thank you. I do love some Maker's Mark, but I tell you what, I used to drink a lot of Hennessy, and I gave that up, man. It's so strong, like it just gets you there like too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I do enjoy cognac though, but so I drink lower quality cognacs that are less impactful. So Kathy, I'm going to be nosy now. Forgive me. Did you move forward on what we were talking about with the monetization? I love a good Henny and Sprite though. It's so good. Yo, yo. D-Boz in the house. Woodward Reserve. You know, I've only had that once. I really enjoyed it though. I had a coworker that wanted to thank me for training him, and he knew I loved whiskey and went out and bought me a bottle of Woodward, and it was fantastic. Let me tell you. Yeah, no more K2, bro. I'm never smoking K2 ever again. Promise. Need more likes. So Kathy, it's gonna come down to 1,000. It's either 500 subs or 1,000 subs. They have two different categories, and it's watch hours. You have to have about, I think it's about 4,000 watch hours, and I think those are your three criteria. I saw that, Kathy. I'm gonna buy you a coffee. You deserve it. But yeah, I think you have to have the subs and the watch hours, and that's your two criteria. Yeah, you'll get there. I mean, you got to the 1,000 subs, and then you keep moving on. You know, it'll happen naturally. Louis the 13th. Good God. That's expensive. That's expensive cognac. All she wants is coffee. I mean, I've had cognac like, oh man, once again, I feel like I'm talking over the music. Like Remy, like that clear Remy, man, that shit is good. And it's not cheap, but it's not some stupid price either. Like Louis the 14th is $100 a shot. You know, I mean, that's crazy, bro. Nothing's worth that. I feel like those are like designer liquors, you know? That's like you get a Gucci shirt that costs $120 at Gucci, but it costs $10 at Walmart, you know? So, same idea. People put a huge price tag. Oh, like what is that? I'm not a champagne person, but there's like that one champagne that has like a gold bar on it, and I think it's called like 10,000 or some shit like that. I'm like, it's literally just expensive because it has a gold bar. You know. So this lady posted this in I think this was in Daryl's group. Alice Chapman is her name, and she was saying that she took this picture almost like while driving by, but like you can see there's like a dirt road and like a paved road there. So she got a picture of this thing, and like I'm not trying to say anything mean here. I'm just, she's a little defensive about it. And maybe because, you know, she might be getting attacked pretty hard about it, but, you know, people are saying it's a cutout. You know, it doesn't look like a cutout. I mean, parts of it do, but I've seen tons of commercial cutouts, and they don't look like this. So did somebody make it at home, you know, and put it out there? And then, of course, she's fighting back, saying, no, it's not a cutout because there's nothing in that field, you know, when I took it, and da-da-da, and I don't know. I don't know what the hell this thing is. It's very much an anomaly to me, but $2 on whiskey pour and loads to see if I can appreciate it. Not me. Yeah, so you see a deal of 4,000 volume 2 connoisseurs, 2 bottles of 4 rose. Wow. That must have been some special 4 roses. Well, yeah, because there comes to a point where it's so expensive you can't enjoy it, right? Like, it doesn't matter how good a cup of coffee it is. Like, I don't want to pay $100 for it. That's crazy, you know? But, yeah, I had my buddies down south, they gave me an opportunity a long time ago to drink a bottle of Dome Perignon, and when they came back, they, you know, it was still there, and they're like, you didn't drink it, and I was like, no. I was like, I can't drink a $350 bottle of carbonated pee. And, you know, because that's what it tastes like to me. I'm like, it doesn't taste, I don't taste it and go, oh, this is amazing. Dome Perignon. I don't give a shit, man. A $10 bottle or a $400 bottle still tastes the same to me. So I just can't, in good conscience, I can't waste it, you know? So no, no. You think so, Monty? So what's interesting about this pick is, blow it up a little more. It's pretty clear, actually, considering what it is. Um, the legs interest me because, you know, I don't know. They're just shaped that certain way. It looks like it's taking a step, but it gets real hazy up here. You know, it's like, what are you looking at? Are you looking at creature? Are you looking at forest? Are you look? I don't know. You know, so. Well, I mean, they all look blurry, but I don't know. You know, it's this one to me just hits a little different. I'm not sure. I could buy that. Like it's got like a baby on the back. Yeah, totally. Because it's real chunky. You know, like whatever's going on in that picture, you can't quite make it out. Remove. Yeah, because they're like, there might be something going on right there, like right here. Looks like he's wearing a backpack. You know, could be a dude in a backpack. But I definitely feel like this is its right leg. It's hanging back. Welcome, Les. The right leg's hanging back. The left leg is moving forward, right? And he's walking kind of that way, like off into the distance. And I think he got like some sort of arm swing back here, maybe left arm swing. And like you guys are pointing out, this hump on the back there could be a juvie. And then right arm right there. So, I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Tommy, I would never drink RC Cola ever in my life unless it had whiskey in it. But now that I've had whiskey and RC Cola, I don't think I would go back to Coke. I don't drink Coke either. Like I don't just sit around and drink soda. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good drink. I like that. See the face turn towards the camera. Oh, D-Ball's got that magic vision. I can't. Oh, I see what you're seeing now. Okay. Ha. I almost wrote that off. I see. If that is the case. Oh, that changes everything though. Shit, D-Boss, you might be right, dude. Look at that. Eye right there, nose structure, big old frowning face. This would be, I wouldn't call that cone shape, but that would be the head, almost like that Provo Canyon Bigfoot. Oh, dude, that changes everything. Look, This is his torso. Looks like he has abs. I'll be damned. Now I wonder, I mean, we were discussing two creatures, but now I'm wondering, so forget the juvenile on the back. That is the face. It's looking towards the camera. But now I'm wondering if these legs, quote unquote legs, don't belong to him at all. Like if there's two creatures there, you know, but like I said, we thought there was two, but I just think it's in a different manner now. Man, look at that. D-Boss, I'm going to send you a fruit basket for Christmas or something. He almost looks like an old man, yeah? Like he's got like gray, almost like, I don't want to call him mutton chops. It's not quite like that, but kind of, yeah, like gray on the sides of his face there. Kathy, were you out there at that library again recently? I thought I saw some pictures. I'm sorry, Tommy. I don't know what the hell that is, bro. I like to get behind you on that one, but I'm like, yeah, that's what it looks like. I have no clue. A golf cart, huh? That's cool. Like an ATV sort of thing. Oh, Gold Rush. Okay. I get it. That makes sense now. It's like a golf cart just lifted with tires on it. I figured big tires. You're driving that thing out there in the woods. Alright, I may have to throw that picture back in a new video and redo it. That's crazy. I think this is Wayne Lewin from Northwest Australia, something like that. why Kathy needs coffee. She spent all of her money on golf carts. Nice. So, Q and I love a golf cart, right? And we go to like golf cart communities when we vacation. Two in particular are Tybee Island and Cedar Key, Florida. So, Cedar Key, I mean, they have golf carts you can rent and stuff like that, whatever, but most of the residents have them. So if you get an Airbnb at Cedar Key, generally it comes with a golf cart, whether you have to pay extra for it, whatever. So we got a house that had two golf carts. They're both electric, you know, and we just take off and have a good time. We get to Tybee Island, do the same thing. Tybee Island's in Georgia. They have gas golf carts. That son of a bitch is every bit as loud as a riding lawnmower. And it was just like, you know, it was a big difference. Like, we weren't expecting that. I mean, we had fun, but still, the electric one, it's nicer, a little quieter. Candy coated Christmas. Pop in to say hello. Right now, I'm learning from a native shaman on how to communicate with cryptids. She told me there's many different species of Bigfoot and Dogman. Interesting. I believe that's true. I believe that there are totally different species of Bigfoot. And when I say species, I don't think it's a different species as much as it is an adaptation of the same species. Such as there's, you know, 5 or 6 different types of tiger, but tiger is one species. I don't know if you guys follow Nick from Strange Spotting, but you should. He's really talented at what he does. He does these like super detailed breakdowns of pictures and videos. And I mean, he breaks it down. And he did one recently on like small humanoids, like dundes and gnomes and, you know, things like that. It's very cool. Very cool video. He's the guy that went head to head with Thinker Thunker on that one picture a while back. Yeah, like sometimes like the ones that are more ape-like, I think they refer to those as gugway. They have like a longer muzzle, like a long, almost like a snout, but more like a baboon, you know. But then I've heard of some that have blue eyes and almost human faces. So there's a lot of DNA shifting going on out there in the world that we're not privy to. Looky. It's like Kathy Westerman's photo. Kathy, why'd you yell at me about this photo? Is this is IR and thermal two different things? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. No. What the hell do I know? Yeah. What, infrared and thermal? I don't know. I figured they were the same thing. It's thermal. Gotcha. Yeah, it kind of did look like that, Tommy. Like we were joking about it being man, bear, pig, but it did look like it had a small snout. So I agree with you on that. Look, Kathy, here's the deal. I mean, you know me for a while. You know how I am. I love anything paranormal, cryptid, creepy, whatever. I mean, this is next level creepy. This entity wearing a hat is following you through the woods. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. That's that's some wild shit. I mean, that's really all you can say. It's like, I mean, I've seen apparitions before. We have pictures of apparitions and stuff, but yeah, I don't disagree with you on that, Tommy. He looks like he has some sort of face, almost like, if not a gas mask, but like one of those death, like the plague doctors, like that kind of mask, you know. But yeah, this picture's wild. I mean, we saw the plow guy. That was crazy, you know. But this is, yeah, this is different. It's been a while since I even thought about the plow guy. I mean, I have that picture some damn where in my archives, but what, the other one of the Hat Man? This one? I thought they were the same picture, just one's blown up and one isn't. I don't know, Kathy. I beg to differ. Oh, a different picture. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. No, this is the one I snagged. You can shoot it to me on Messenger. Or at the email, whatever. Yeah, but I remember this one, the Plowman, and then there was another one too that was in that like I don't know if it was an old bomb structure or if it was part of that old highway that they stopped building you guys' route. And I don't even know that that was a spirit either, but it didn't look like. I mean, it wasn't a skunk ape or anything. I mean, it was some sort of cryptid, but I don't know if it was a physical being or, you know, something like this. Dan, have you ever seen the plow guy? Yeah, it's crazy. It is a human man pushing a plow, but he's not really there. He only shows up on, well, thermal imaging. And it's some wild shit. Kathy sent that to me probably. Yeah, it's Kathy. She sent that to me probably, whew, I wouldn't even know, Kathy, 7, 8 months ago. It was a while ago. Like I said, I have it in my archive somewhere, but unfortunately, we do that. We start talking about these pictures, and it's like, let's see it. Yeah, well, it's from 8 months ago. Where the hell is it? But I bet Kathy has a copy of it somewhere, so we'll probably whip it out here in a few minutes. Yeah, her stuff's fantastic. Yeah. I figured you did, Kathy. Yeah, I took the picture and found a very similar man in a similar position pushing a plow, and we did a side by side of it, and it was just, what can I say? It was spot on. Oh, I got a ding on my phone. There it is. Ah, okay, let me share this with you guys. There you go. Tell me that's not a dude pushing a plow. Mm-hmm. What the fuck, indeed. So to me, it begs the question, and I wish I was more educated on thermal imaging. I'm not. I'm not educated on anything really. Um, is it is it showing up on thermal imaging but not a regular camera because it's some type of left behind energy that is only shown on that thermal for a reason? And like I said, I would have to understand thermal imaging to really understand why that is, but I believe it's more about, isn't it about heats, like heat sense? When cops use their thermal imaging, aren't they like looking for a heat print, which would mean that this, I'll just say person because that's what I feel it is, but they're either like leftover from a different time period. I don't know. Or we have to start talking about third dimensions, and it's I don't know. It's a little late in the day to start talking about third dimensions, but it's just, what's cool about it is that it is undeniably something. Like I just don't. You can't look at this image and be like, oh, it's pareidolia, or it's, you know, it's a like a negative, you know, on a film, double negative or some shit like that. Like this is real shit. This is real stuff. Sorry about that. Kathy informs me that she is finding a better picture of Hatman. So stay tuned for that one. Yeah, apparently this one is subpar. I don't know, but if she has a better one, we'll look at it. I'm not too proud. Well, you know what, Tommy? I got a half a bottle of RC left, so let's go for it. We're gonna do another one. No point in wasting it because I'll never use it again, so. Holy shit, Kathy. Stop it. You stop it. Oh, whoa. All right. Here we go. Get up there, damn it. What is going on with my phone right now? Hang on a second. I want to get it. Okay. There. Wow. That's something else. I mean, you can literally see this dude's face with a hat on. Kind of looks like one of those pioneer hats, you know? One of the bigger ones. Not a cowboy hat. Yeah, like, but a smaller. It's not as big as a sombrero. You know, we used to do a section on Bigfoot Input about paranormal, but it was very low interest. And I think because paranormal pictures are just kind of, I don't know, it's a saturated market, just, you know, for lack of a better way of saying it. But these pictures are just incredible. Like, kind of makes me rethink you know, revisiting that area of the channel. Right? You know what you should do, Kathy, is gather all your pictures of the Hat Man and then put them together as a short. And I think YouTube has the option for you to do that through YouTube. But if you ever need help with like video editing, you know, like a program you can use to put your pictures together with, you know, music, whatever. But I think you already do that through YouTube, so I use editing programs because my videos are long, you know, but I think you can do shorts fairly easily. Clipchamp, yeah, I've used that before. I believe what I use now, Power Director by Cyberlink, and I pay for it, you know, because it has so many music options and chat, you know, like text options and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's not expensive, but I do pay for it. But Kathy, if you had someone, I mean, like Miguel, but if you had someone that combed through the hours of footage that you have, like kind of fine tooth, I think you would probably be flabbergasted at the amount of things that you have on film. Take this down right now because that's my personal phone. And yeah. So, wow. Problem is, that was the pinnacle of the show. that was the peak. we're like Orson Welles. We've crested too soon. So we're gonna move on with what we've got in stock here. Sharon Buck, I think from Daryl's group, gave us permission to use this one. She has a name for him, which this was in our video. If anyone watched our last video, Kiwok. You can see him here with his mouth open. It's funny how it translates so much better with different lighting, but I can actually see his like eyeballs on the cell phone screen, which is hard to see on the actual picture itself. As I'd pointed out before, if I lightened these pictures and messed with them a little bit, it would probably come out a lot clearer. I could do that, but then again, that takes a lot of time when you're doing your 20-25 pictures to go and and physically edit them all. It would just, I don't know, it would just take up a lot of my time. But very cool picture. And I think well, I don't think, I know, as I pointed out in the video, I believe that there is a second creature right here behind this one, possibly cloaking or, you know, camouflaging itself like a chameleon would. Because I can kind of see a forehead here and nose there, mouth and eyes, structures there. So, but interesting nonetheless. Obviously, this guy is the star of the show, but I feel that there's more than one creature in this photo. Les says he looks like a biker. Maybe so. Bigfoot biker. D-Boz, Pixar didn't happen, man. Oh no. Just kidding. But yeah, no, seriously. Let's if you got any screenshots or anything you want to share them, and then we'll get them into the next video. Scott Loomis from Monsters from Maine sent me a really cool picture, which I'm gonna show tonight. Unfortunately, it came just beyond the editing process of our latest video, so we didn't get it in there, but we'll get it in the next one. But anyway, I'm gonna show it here tonight when we get to it. Scott captures some freaky stuff, man. I don't claim to understand all the stuff that he has on film. But you guys seriously give these guys a shot. You know, if like, you know, Monsters from Maine, if you haven't subscribed, you'll see some stuff that you've never seen before, I promise. Strange Spotting Nick from Italy. That dude is bomb. You know, go drop a subscribe. It's free and it totally helps these guys out. I mean, I know how it is. But don't leave here to do it. Okay, don't do that. Like, I'll make that clear. Don't leave here to go and subscribe to that. But no, seriously, they deserve it. Sorry, let me get my mouse off of here. There you go. Yeah, Scott has some. He's got some good Sasquatch pictures. He's got a few, but his thing is Dogman. He said that he is. How can I say it? I mean, he has some pretty intense encounters with ghost dogs or dog creatures, like canine creatures, however you want to put it. Some of which actually physically affect him. So he's interesting channel, interesting guy. You know, but it's called Cameraman. That's what it's called. Yeah. All right. Well, I usually go and sub to anything that, you know, has decent content. Sorry. I had an intrusive thought and then I decided not to say the thing, so it just lives in my head there. That's fine. Choo choo. Enjoy the choo-choo, guys. One of these days. Hope I don't think I. One of these days I won't live here anymore, and then there'll be no more choo-choo. Sorry. I'll tell you what. Um, I don't even know what to call you. Triple C, Candy. I tell you what, to get more cryptids in Michigan and Ohio, you know, that's scary. More than they already have. I mean, those areas are rich with that sort of thing. In fact, we talked a little bit about moving to Michigan. I haven't decided if I freaking stand the blizzardy winters, the harsh winters, but yeah, that to me that's a cool part of it, is the amount of cryptid encounters that come out of those areas. Like I would consider Michigan. I won't consider Ohio though. I have no interest in moving to Ohio. What's really cool about Michigan is just the price of property. I mean, you can actually own, property in a home for a reasonable amount of money. I mean, whew, get you a, 3 or 4 2 with 10 acres for $170,000, and here in Florida, I mean, you can't live in a shoebox, for that kind of money. So these little shitty spat out manufactured homes are $400,000. It's crazy out there. What do you guys think of this one? I mean, I keep saying, I mean, it's totally AI. It's either AI or a painting, right? But like it looks like it has something in its hand, like it's carrying something in its left hand. So I'm like, well, that's a neat detail. I'm like, but then there's no genitalia. That's another red flag. And everything is blurry. Everything in the picture, the creature, the grass, the trees, the whole thing looks like it was taken on like a 16 millimeter, camera in motion and then screenshot, but I don't know. I keep falling back to AI on this one. I think it's like if you told AI, hey, give me a picture of a Bigfoot from 1970. And it's like, oh, okay. It's got to be blurry. There you go. Well, if it's a female, where are the breasts? Unless she's just not blessed that way. I don't know, Yeah, no junk. That's right. That's right, Les. Just tell it like it is, buddy. No junk. You say it kind of looks. Let's take a closer look here. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. I mean, I see pectorals. Would I call that breast? I mean, maybe. I guess. Yeah, I guess it's gonna come out to a nipple. Maybe. You can definitely see like the side profile of the face. But see, Tommy, this is what screws me up, man. Look at the trees. Look at that. It just, like I said, if it was a painting, I could see everything being blurry like that because of brush strokes, But a real live picture where the just everything in it is blurry, nothing's clear. Like the grass isn't clear, nothing at all. So I feel like somebody told AI, hey, give me a picture of a Bigfoot from this year, make it blurry, etc. And this is what AI kind of shit out. AI is getting better and better, like frighteningly so. And especially when you have a picture that has this much blur, it doesn't have to do anything like detail wise. It doesn't have to make a good picture. It just has to make a blurry one. I would be more apt to believe these pictures that look like pareidolia than I would to believe a picture like this. What say you, Kathy? You're quiet on this one. Kathy might be busy remedicating. Let's see. Wayne Lewin. Let's look at this one here. Look at that little guy. Wayne Lewin from Australia. Just a little baby. Look at him. little baby Bigfoot. Or Yowie, sorry. All right, Kathy, since we have your attention, what say you on this one here? Do we get a yay or a nay? No information given. We were pointing out things like lack of genitalia and how none of the picture itself is in focus. Like, it's not like the creature's blurry. Nothing is in focus. See? Like, it almost looks like a painting or something. The grass. Nothing. But then I also found it weird that it was like carrying something, like almost, I don't know, some sort of deer or something. Yeah, could be a screenshot of older film. Like for me though, like again, complete lack of genitalia. And Tommy pointed out, he said, "Well, maybe it's a female. Could be from a movie." And I said, "Well, if it's a female, then where are the breasts?" And he said, "Well, it kind of looks like they are." And I thought, well, maybe how the colorations. Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is one of those that like kind of haunts me for a while, and then usually somebody will recognize something. What I pointed out in the video, if anyone watched the video last week though, was the legs and how the proportions are screwed up. See how, look, if it was standing, this leg, like he almost looks like he's standing in a hole. And then how he comes out and his left leg is bent like that. If he's walking on even ground, this does not make sense. The proportions of his legs are all screwed up. Well, tell her that you watched this awesome, Bigfoot live show. The subject was brought up. Yeah, and then like why is there a shadow up here by its head? Like this one little shadow right here. In fact, there's like a shadow line going down its back too. To me, that doesn't make sense. Well, the legs do it for me. I'm sorry, I'm not in focus. I'm looking at I'm looking at the screen and not what's actually recording for you guys. Sorry. The legs do it for me. The legs make no sense at all. And I remember that now. It took me a second. I was like, oh yeah, I said that in the video. If you go back and watch last week's video, you'll see that we talked about this picture. And I said it, the legs do not make sense. Yeah, and it should be clearer. Yeah, it's AI. I'm gonna put my money down on that one. So I think someone told AI to make me a picture of Bigfoot, blurry from 1970, and this is what it came up with. And they're like, all right, let's just put it out on the internet, and then people run with it, so. All right, there you go. Mystery solved. Let's go back to the baby, because I think that was cool. He almost looks like he's smirking. Throwing this question out there. Could there be two little guys? Is that a nostril right there? Is he sticking his head over Big Brother? They're neither one of them are big, by the way, but looks like a little nostril right there. One there, one there. Eyes there, and a cranial ridge, and a little fat head. They're very cute. I mean, I find it to be very cute. So, and then this guy down here, he's got a little nostril there, and looks like a little bit of a grin, and an eye there, and an eye socket back here. So I think there's two individuals, one there, and then one there. This is Wayne Lewin, guys. I mean, he doesn't post often, but he's out there getting good stuff. Father and son? I mean, maybe. This one looks really small to me to be an adult male. Even a young adult male looks really small. Like, to me, I would almost say that these are brothers, like a year apart. But, hey, I mean, it's all up for interpretation. I don't know that. So I'm just saying. But yeah, like, to me, they're like, this guy is really small, and this guy is even smaller. Let's zoom out. Sometimes there's even more to be seen if you zoom out, but no, I think we're seeing everything there is to be seen here. All right, what's going on in this one? Okay. So like this one, to me, like obviously has two, right? This is, and I don't know that they're the same. Like this looks like more of an adult face and a youth over here possibly. And these are Yowies, which I don't believe is just a different word for Sasquatch, by the way. I honestly believe that, like, Yeti, Sasquatch, Yeren, Orang Pendek, Swamp Ape, Skunk Ape, whatever, they're all different versions of adaptation and not evolution, because I don't think they're far enough apart to be considered an evolutionary difference. But environmental adaptation, that's a real thing. Like that. Okay, look, evolution is a real thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, environmental adaptation is something that we can accurately measure in our lifetimes. It's like, evolution takes millions of years, whereas environmental adaptation, not as long. But, like when you see, humans put on a coat, that's environmental adaptation. It's a small example of it, but it's still an example of it. It's like when, polar bears are white and its cousin, the black bears, they don't need white fur. That's through millions of years of evolution. But again, sometimes when it's also adaptation. So it just depends on which circumstance we're talking about here. I guess I always just think, like, how you can find the remnants of a leg on the side of certain snakes because they adapted, or they evolved from a walking creature to the slithering motion that they do now. When you're talking about a Yeti who is super aggressive because of a lack of food source, because of the environment that they live in, you can compare that to a polar bear. Same thing. Cold, lack of food source, they'll eat anything that has protein. You're just a sack of calories to them. Whereas black bears, they have more of a steady food source, And I mean, I'm from Florida. We have tons of black bears. Generally, you can just sort of yell at a black bear and they'll take off. And I think the same would be for the swamp ape, where it's like, they're not starving to death. They haven't adapted to being so aggressive. This is a cool one. This is Catherine Norris from New Zealand. You can definitely see this guy's like forehead and his hairline right there. And this is his cranial ridge and then eye sockets. You can kind of make out his nose right there behind the foliage and the lips right there. Very impressive photo. Yeah, she's got some impressive photos, honestly. I don't want to say that she doesn't come by honestly, like, whereas Kathy, I know that you have a few off of your back porch, but for the most part, you're out there in the woods, searching and taking this footage. I feel like all of Catherine Norris's photos are taken from her backyard, which is cool. Good for her. I just feel like, different levels of effort go into to the shots. You know what I'm saying? But hey, if they live in your backyard, that's where they live. That's cool. Good for her. No disrespect. I think at some point I did ask her. I was like, do they call them yowie in New Zealand like they do in Australia? And she said no. And she gave me a name. I can't remember off the top of my head, unfortunately, but she did say that they do call them something else in New Zealand, which is where my Q is from. She's born in New Zealand. I shouldn't say raised in New Zealand, but definitely born in Rotorua, somewhere, I don't know, somewhere in that area. Tommy, you better not be drinking all that Maker's Mark and passing out, bro. We still got about a half hour left here, and then we're gonna do the story on the next channel at the end of the show. I appreciate it if anyone wants to stay around for that. If it's not your thing, I get it. But if you are into dark stories with no happy endings, at the end of this live in about 30 minutes, we're going to switch to our sister channel, Cryptic Input, and I will do my damnedest to provide a link for that. Unless anyone else has it and they can provide a link in the chat, that would really help me out considering my position here. But yeah, we'll go and do that after the show, which is only going to take another 15 minutes or something to run to the store real quick. All right, man, you go do that and come back. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to take that opportunity to take a quick pause for the cause. That way I'm ready to go. All right. And I'll be right back. Excuse the vibrating of the screen. Thank you, Kathy. Forgive my silence, guys. I'm gonna try to get that. I'm gonna get that link for you right now. Share. Copy link. Okay. Coming back. So, Bigfoot Input. Alright, there you go, guys. There is the link for our sister channel. So, like I said, in about 25 minutes, we're going to shut this down. We're going to switch over to the next channel. And we're going to go live for another, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so. Let's see what else we got here. I know I promised you guys that Scott Loomis picture before we go, so I'll definitely get to that. Trailer Park Boys here. I know Tommy is off to the store, but this is his picture. And thank you, Don. D Boz coming through with a dono. Appreciate that, buddy. So Tommy says that he didn't know this guy was there. Did I say Don? Yeah, I meant Dan. Sorry. Said the wrong name. D-Boz. That's your name, bro. All right, so this is Tommy's picture. He said that he saw a little bit of a snout on it, and I don't disagree. I think this could be like a little bit of snout right there. You got an eye up here, eye over there. Cone-shaped head, and he says that he did not know the creature was there until he saw the photos. Don't worry, Dan. I'm going to use that donation to buy Kathy a coffee. So it'll all wash out. It'll all come out the wash. Look at the corner right on that picture. Kathy, you talking about here? Scroll in a little bit. Oh, like this right here? Ooh, that's tough. Pouring this drink. Yeah, I see that too. Eyes closed. So I see the nose structure right there. Eye over here. And I think foliage would be covering this eye over here. Like maybe this right there. Deep sort of cheekbone right there. And then I don't know, like a mouth structure here and around. Let me zoom out a little bit. So you get the round head here. I mean, I don't not see it. You know, I get what you're looking at. No, I don't ever know anything. Not a damn thing. No, that's why it's cool to get these like photos out in front of everybody. You know, it's like you never know what the hell you missed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's no experts in this field. And I mean, that kind of can be, that's a cool thing, you know? I mean, I don't know. Other fields, they have like certain people that, you know, they're the only people that are listened to, you know, because they're experts. But, you know. Yeah, absolutely, Kathy. Talking to Q, trying to convince her that she was dismissed from jury duty. She doesn't believe me. She thinks it's some sort of trap by the government to get her arrested. Good eye, Kathy. Good eye on that one. I did not see that one. I was busy looking at this guy here. Alright, time's ticking, folks. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know a lot about these guys. Squatchville, the Bigfoot Amphitheater. I think I do follow them on Facebook, and they talk a lot about quantum physics and quantum entanglement, and I am a big fan of quantum physics. But anyway, that being said, this is our guy in question here. Yeah, I totally believe that when you say he, I mean there are pockets of multiple Sasquatch in various areas of the world. Right. Well, I mean, proving non-existence is impossible. So, funny you say that, driver. I think that Europe is the most, or I'm sorry, least populated area when it comes to Sasquatch. But we have some guys, some people, Damien, some different people, Dutchy beliefs, coming out of the Netherlands and stuff like that are coming up with like really impressive shit. So, yeah, I mean, there's pockets everywhere. I mean, Russia for sure. I haven't heard of a lot of reports from Germany, but that doesn't mean they're not out there. But yeah, I mean, China is, they have the Urin, Russia, Yeti, um, India, and Indonesia, Orang Pendek. So I mean, they're out there. Yeah, Australia, Yowie, Canada, Sasquatch, United States, Bigfoot, uh, Skunk Ape, Wood Booger, whatever. I mean, they're out there. So shit, I gotta get through these pictures. We're running out of time. The honest truth is, man, Americans are loud. We're a loud, brash people. And when we see stuff, generally we want to shout it from the rooftops that we saw it. Whereas, like, other countries are not as, they're not like us. So they may see something, but maybe they stay more quiet about it. And I don't know that it being prominently out of the US is necessarily true. But I get what you're saying is that a lot of these reports we hear come from the United States. But that's because we live in the United States. We hear the stuff that comes from here. Matthew, I haven't seen that video. But then again, me and Long Island Mike, we don't get along. So I don't really follow his channel. Um, That's cool if he caught something though. I mean, I'd like to see it, but no, I've not actually seen that video. All right, we got to move along. I'm running out of time here. I don't know what to think about this one. I don't really love this picture, as being real. Once again, that is the link to our sister channel, and I'll give it one more time before we're switching over. But if anyone is interested in hearing a dark story that does not have a happy ending told live, it's only like a 5-6 minute story. It's not long, but we will be telling it live on our sister channel right after this live is over. I do love those cathedrals, just for architectural purposes, though. Oh, another Eric James here. Minerva Monster? Yeah, actually, I have heard of that. Welcome, Jason. Yeah, Eric James kind of fell off for a while. Like, he disappeared. He came back. Good question, driver. I mean, if anyone's finding remains out there, no one's talking about it. Um, obviously, not everything fossilizes. That's a whole other ball game too. We don't know the Sasquatch doesn't cannibalize their dead. We don't know that they don't bury their dead. So there's a whole bunch of questions there that come along with finding remains. Really? I'll have to do some research on that, Jason. I don't know a lot about. I've heard the name, the Minerva Monster, but I haven't actually, done a lot of research on it. I know there's always, Flatwoods Monster and Boggy Creek Monster and various ones. Looks like a Kathy Westerman here, I believe. Is that right, Kathy? We got a tree peeker here. Hmm. The jokesters out tonight, huh? I bet there's a little bit of a fine line that runs between certain Native American tribes and Sasquatch. Just gonna put that out there. Well, obviously, Jason, if it was Sasquatch poop, it would be full of beef jerky, right? One more from Eric James tonight. Dude is wild with his pictures, man. Alright, I gotta skip to. Oh, there's another Kathy Westerman. Hey, Mr. Midwest Wiley, yes, sir. You have missed almost all of it, but we're ending the show at 9 o'clock tonight. However, we are switching over to our sister channel for a quick story, and I mean quick, 6-7 minutes, whatever. If you want to join us, I'm going to post the link here in just a second, and then I'm going to switch over to Cryptic Input, and anyone is welcome to join if you're interested in hearing a dark story with no happy ending. Sasquatch plays blurry. I'll let that one go. I'm not going to answer that. Okay. This one's difficult because of the way the camera is interpreting it, but this is Scott Loomis. This is Monsters from Maine. And you can clearly see this face. And I'm telling you, here in person where I am, I can see it a lot clearer than it's coming across to you. To you, it's very pixelated, but the picture is incredible. And I don't know what it is. I mean, I could say it's a Sasquatch, but it's a humanoid, and I don't know what type of humanoid it is. Wiley. Let me see if I can pull a couple good ones for you. Here you go. Eric James. This guy here with the big face. Show up on time. You gotta clock in, bro. Damn those in-laws, man. Let's see. What else did we have that was wild? Kathy Westerman here with the Hat Man. Taken on thermal imaging cameras, which means you can't see it with the naked eye. Is she listening? Hello to her too. Let's see. Oh, this one here. This was a good one. A little quick recap before we get out of here. Eye, nose, mouth. Seems to be trying to say something. Here's one that I have deemed AI, and I'm going to leave it at that. Look at the legs if you don't believe me. All these are in our last video, by the way, so if you feel like you're missing out, you can go back to our last video that we posted on the channel. Check it out. Thank you, D-Boz, for the dono. Appreciate that. We are switching in a minute or so. Forgive me, this is a little stressful. We've never done this before, so please bear with me. And I'm going to post this link one more time, and then we're going to switch over. Anyone that wants to join, you're welcome. Thank you. And there's the link to the channel. So go to the channel and then wait for the live to pop up and then go into the live and then we'll do the thing, okay? So again, thank you guys for joining. Here we go. See you on the other side.